Okay, come on. Okay, come on. Okay, come on, dirty paws. Now you're all dirty. Let's go. We got a long walk to make, and you're goofing off already. Leave it. Hey, hold on. Hold on. Toby just got caught in the act. Good morning, Helen. Hey, Andrew King. Hi, Anastasia. Good morning, good morning. He's taking care of the 1, 2, 3 right now. And I gotta come clean it up without stepping in it. Oh my goodness. That's the hardest part, is not to step in it and find it all now. It's gonna get harder with all the leaves on the ground. See the leaves? Just imagine. Trying to find the mess in there. Hold on a second. Watch the camera. Hold on, Toby. Hold on to that camera, buddy. There we go. How's it going, everybody? How is everybody today? Hi, Wamuyu. Good morning from my side. I imagine it's 2 or 3 o'clock on everybody else's side except for Andrew King. Andrew King, it's an hour behind here. It's Danger Brand. How's it going, buddy? We are in a different area today. We're on the other side of the river. There's the sun coming up. Hold on, Tobe. Hold on, Tobe. There's our sun coming up. And there's a marina on the other side of that blue building, and here's the city-owned marina here. We're on the park on the other side of the river. Big Canada geese. Yeah, this is the park. This is the Veterans Memorial Park. We didn't park we parked outside the park just so we could get the maximum walk in. There's a really beautiful house here. It's the only nice looking house that we'll see on this walk. Come on, Tobe. Come on, Tobe. He sees a dog coming behind us. He's gonna be impossible. There's this house that got refurbished right here. I don't remember if it was here and it got refurbished or if it was moved here. Come on. One of the rich guys in town redid this house and lived here for years. It's really beautiful. Whoops, I can just imagine what the inside is like. It's not that big, like the big mansions downtown, but it's really, really nice. Look at that. And it overlooks the park here. Okay, come on, Toby. We're gonna spin the people around. Nobody gets seasick. Come on, Toby. I'm gonna try to hold Toby's leash and the selfie stick in the same hand. I'm gonna attempt it. Okay, come on. See if we can't get a better view. I don't know if it's gonna stay steady every time he gets to the end of it. Turn. Come on, Bubba. Come on, never mind that other dog. There's boat going for the boat launch. We're gonna walk along the river on this side today. This is the field we come when Toby's working out with the jogger lady. This is the field he works out with her in. Triple T Hunter, hello, how are you? Okay, come on, Toby. That dog's not looking at you. Where are you from, Triple T? We are in Michigan, USA. This here's my little buddy Toby Dog. Normally we walk on the other side of the river, but today we walk on this side. First, I need to get rid of this bag of poop I'm carrying though. Come on, Toby. Come on, little buddy. First trash can we come across gets the poop. There it is. Okay, come on. Now we can walk. It's a really nice morning. I believe it's about 48 degrees Fahrenheit. I've got on a jacket and a wool shirt underneath it. Look at the leaves. Isn't that pretty? Leaves, whoops. I don't think I can hang on to both in one hand. Leaves are coming down. We went to the park this morning hoping to meet up with Toby's dog friends so they could run wild. He could run with them, but when we got to the park there wasn't anybody there, so we came to this park. If we're gonna walk around and have without the other dogs to live stream with, we might as well do it here. This is really nice. Come here, Tobe. Come on this way. Come on this way. Hello. There's a few boats out here, not very many. Most people by now have their boats these kind of boats in the storage already. It's already October. They store them indoors, most of them. This will all freeze up in the wintertime. There'll be people out here ice fishing. Come on, little buddy. There's a few yachts in there, isn't it? Look at that big one. Bet you that's fast. It'd be neat to see it. Oops, Toby. it'd be neat to see inside some of those. Hey, Natacho Traveler. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, Nate. And Nate says, allow her to be in the bush till end. Hugs and much love. Thanks for coming by. We sure appreciate you. A lot of these boats are older, and some of them, they don't go out on the lake. People live on them during the summertime, spring, summer, fall. And they'll just tow them over here to get stored inside. Sometimes there'll be boats out here where the motors don't even run, and people just live on them. And then when wintertime comes, they just have them towed and stored inside. Look at that. Look at that bicycle deal. Can you guys see that? It's a bicycle powered little boat, little float. It's got 2 pontoons and a stationary bike in the middle. It must have paddles underneath it. That's cool. That's a cool houseboat. Look at, there's furniture on top. There's a patio in the back covered. That's really cool. Could you live like that? How would you like to live there? You could do spring, summer, and fall, and then go to Florida for the winter. That's cool. I imagine all you have to pay is your dock rental. And if you connect with water and electric. Yesterday when we left downtown a ship came through. After we left, and we were, I don't know, 4 or 5 blocks away, I was able to capture it on video. You could see down the street. You could see the ship passing by down the street. That's where we were set up yesterday. Let's see. Let me get this right. We were set up over there yesterday with the tripod right around in there, looking that way towards that bridge. And I was also showing you this other bridge over here that nobody uses. It's a beautiful morning here. There's no wind, so you don't really feel the cold. Not that it's very cold. Toby's ready for his walk. We'll just follow Toby. Hey, Cloud Dizzle Gaming, how's it going today? Welcome, welcome. We're out for our morning walk. We're on the west side of the river today. Normally you see us on that side looking this way. Today, we decided to give you a treat. Flip the script, go to the other side. All along the river walk and the rail trails, they've got artwork from local artists. This is somebody from Saginaw made this here. The guy's name is Matt Lewis. It says he is a graduate of the College of Creative Studies in Detroit. This is what he contributed. I'm not sure what it is, but it looks artsy. I'm sure he spent lots of time and effort on it. What do you see? Does anybody have an idea of what that is? I'm thinking it's some kind of beach scene, water scene, along the river, along the ocean, along a lake or something. I don't know. What do you think, folks? Let's get rolling. We'll have to keep a real close eye on Toby today. On this side of the river along the walkway here, there's all kinds of goose poop. And as everybody knows, Toby loved to roll in the goose poop. For him, that's like the most fragrant cologne or perfume there is. Keep moving. There he is, smelling on it. That's what got stuck on him the one time. That sticky, that sticky, almost dry poop. It was like tar stuck in his fur. By the time we got home, it was hard like cement. Nasty, stunk up the car. Here's somebody else's artwork. That's Robin Williams as Popeye. That's neat. Here's Veterans. This is Veterans Memorial Park. And so here's one of the memorials to the veterans. American Revolutionary War. War of 1812. The Mexican War. Oh, they got plaques all the way around. USA's been in a lot of wars, huh? Civil War. Spanish-American War. World War I. Did we get somebody else in the Clara Bonnet? Howdy, howdy. Tris, I can't even pronounce that. Howdy, howdy. That's what she said. World War II plaque. Holy smokes. War after war. This USA's into the Korean War. Vietnam War. They got room for a whole bunch more war plaques here. Gulf War. Iraq War. Afghanistan War. Look what they did. They left a whole nother area for, 10 more wars. Look at that. They were thinking ahead, weren't they? They were thinking ahead. They left all that room for additional wars. Look at all the weeds. Holy smokes, folks. Unless those are some kind of flowers. They look like weeds to me. In memory of those who have served their country. And there's a quote by John F. Kennedy, President John F. Kennedy. Come on, little Toby. Look at that. We got a fisherman. Fisherman. I'm waiting for the day when one of these guys going out fishing stops and asks me to go with them. One of these days it's going to happen. Why wouldn't you? That guy's going out by himself. Why wouldn't you ask somebody on the bank to go with you? Treat someone to a fishing trip. One of the best fishing trips I was ever on, we went fishing off of the coast of Oregon, USA. And we went fishing for albacore tuna. Oh my goodness, that was fun, fun, fun. We went out on the ocean, and you know, the boat looked big in the marina. It looked really big in the marina, and when you got on it, it seemed like it was really big in the marina. And as we were heading out the inlet and all that, it seemed like it was really big. But once we got miles and miles and miles out on the ocean, it didn't seem like it was that big at all. I gotta do another. When you see that purple bag, you know what that means. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Ah, Toby Tobes. We gotta find us a trash can now, so I don't have to walk with this thing for hours. Pardon me, folks. Pardon me, folks. Okay, come on, cameraman. Hey, Mr. Goga. What's shaking? Welcome, welcome. We're walking on the west side of the river today. We have flipped the script, and we're on the mirror image. Usually you see us on that side looking this way. I keep turning to get Toby lined up so we can keep going, but he keeps going around me. There we go. There's little Toby dogs. Toby, say hi to Goga. Hey, say hi. Good boy. I put his extra tag on him today. He's wearing his dog tags. You see the yellow tag around on his neck. That's from Toby Dog International. He is officially he's officially a Toby Dog International dog. So when he goes visiting, he'll be under their umbrella. He'll get to where they send him a bandana and everything. He's got an ID card and an extra dog tag. We had to go with classes and take tests, and most of the stuff was they were observing Toby to make sure he was cool, calm, and collected, and wouldn't be biting the people in the nursing homes or at the hospitals. All kinds of stuff, like walking past treats without touching them. Behaving, not jumping up on people. Like, he's not even supposed to shake hands with people at the hospital or the nursing home. Ooh, wait a minute. Look at that. Come here, Tobe. We're going to pick that up. We're going to pick that up, throw that away. Come on. Hey. Come on. That'll end up in a dog's paw. Morning. Come on, Toby. Those are ducks. Hey, Dr. Stella. Welcome, welcome. Quack, quack. Maybe we get them talking. What do you think, Tobe? I bet you get them talking if you run over there. Let's see if we can zoom in on we'll look at a female first. There's the female. Oh, Toby. He's pulling the lead. I'm trying to use both hands. Okay, hold on. There we go. Sorry about that, folks. Okay, that's a female there. No makeup, no high heels, no wig, no weave, no nothing. That's the female of the species. Now here's the male of the species. Look at how nice he looks. Whoa, he's all fancied up, isn't he, compared to the female? Male, female, male, female. Oh, look at that. Male and female. Wow, look at that tricky camera angle, folks. Isn't that something? They look like they don't like each other. They must be married. All along the trail, there is all the benches and trash cans and stuff you see. A lot of the trees, they all have plaques on them commemorating people that their people donated it. Come on, little Toby. Here's some folks fishing. Hold tight, folks. There we go. Come on, little Bubba. Let's keep moving. The hills were shaped different on the side of the bridge there approach when we were kids. There wasn't that middle piece there, and they went just about straight down. We'll see on the other side. And this is where we came to sled in the wintertime. Ride our sleds down the hill. And at the bottom of the hill there was an ice skating rink. It always seemed to well, when you're on the top of the hill it's a lot steeper. From here it doesn't look that big, but it's a big hill. We'll see on the other side. You'll see how steep it is. Both sides used to be the same. There's the Princess Winona and the ice skating rink on the other side of the river. And the band and the Friendship Shell. Princess Winona. There's the ice skating rink on the other side, the pavilion. There's the band shell. And the tall sailing ship there. The Apple Door. We fish, when I come fishing down here on this river, in this area, this is right where I fish, right in front of that bench. This is my favorite spot right here on this area. Oh, there's a big fish jumping right there on this area of the river. You could throw under the bridge, you could throw in front of the bridge. You can't reach the channel though. The channel is where those pilings are. On the other side of the first set of pilings. You can't cast that far, but this is a good spot. A lot of people fish right up here under the bridge. $9 million in the building. Holy cow, all 14 thumbs under their bridge. I think Assad said something about there's jammers under their bridges. I don't know. But it seems like every time we walk underneath one of these bridges, we lose our connection. Hopefully we're back. Can we get a we're back? Is that an alligator? Is that an alligator down there? What is that? Haha. I don't know what it is. I don't want to even guess. Come on, Toby, keep moving. How was church today, Anastasia? Ooh, look at Toby. Toby likes to swim too. Hopefully he doesn't jump in. I have to reel him back like a fish. See if somebody's got a net. Hey, maybe we got one. Guess not. Any luck? Perch? Yeah. Are they in the bucket? Can we see?
Yeah.
Okay. Where's that? Which one right here?
Yeah.
We're
I got one small one.
there's a look at that, folks. We're broadcasting on YouTube, live streaming. Yeah. Good luck. I didn't know the perch come up here. I fished for walleye along here.
Yeah. Usually colder looks better. Whatever swims out there
comes along here. Excellent.
Yeah. Once it gets colder, it'll get better.
Ha. Wolf, how do you pronounce that? Wolfenstein? He's marked about 100. I let him do his thing. When it's time for healing, it's time for healing. When it's time for strict walking, it's strict walking. But when it's time for free walking, I just let him do his thing. He's quite a specimen. I want him to be happy. I want him to be happy and make lots of babies. Uh-oh, deleted message. Thanks, Dr. Stella. Isn't that a nice view? Okay, come on. Come on. Let me see. Hold on, folks. Let me see what this guy's got. Good morning. Come on, Toby. You've got a hold of something on the ground. Let me see. Let me see. Somebody threw something down. I couldn't figure out what it was. He wasn't giving it up. I had to stick my hands deep in his throat to get that. Daddy not paying attention. We'll see if he gets sick. What does that mean? Now we have Google Maps, they have P Maps. That's funny. Hey, Melody. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. Wolfenstein Gaming, where are you out of? We are in Michigan, USA. This is my boy Toby. He just turned 3. Toby Tobe. Toby Tobe. He's a bit out of coat right now. That time of the year. But when he's got his full coat and he's all groomed up, he's a heck of a good-looking dog. He moves pretty good. Wolfenstein says that's how we come to home if he left or missing you using P-map. Oh, yeah. He's marking his way. He hasn't walked in this area in a long time. So obviously there'd be no scent to him. But in our neighborhood, I let him pee everywhere too because I want him to know where he's at. That's right. It's the doggy Google P-map. He's leaving breadcrumbs, huh? I've always let them do their thing. All the dogs. There's a rock in our neighborhood that's like 3 blocks down from the house, and that's what I call it. I call it the pee rock, because every dog I've ever had for the last 40 years has gone down there and went to the bathroom on that rock. I'm sure it's the neighborhood touchstone for all the dogs. There's more ball diamonds over here, and in the distance there they have a beach volleyball area where they got a big sand pits with multiple volleyball nets. You can see them off in the distance there. We're not going to walk that far that way. Let's see if we can zoom into them though. They get huge crowds of people out here. This is where they light off the fireworks from also. There'll be huge crowds of people here for the fireworks. See this boat slip here? It's not a boat slip. I mean this little cut, this little inlet. There used to be a shipbuilding factory here. Here's another somebody's artwork here. Seashells by the seashore. Oh look, there's a nice little chair by the riverbank. Swing. Come on, Toby, let's sit on the swing for a minute. Oh no, it's wet still. It's still wet. But anyway, there was a big ship for back into the 1800s. There was shipbuilding going on here, right in this area, and this is one of the areas where they'd launch the ships or build the ships. This is where they put them in the water or bring them in for repairs. All the way back to sailing ship days. Oh, it's Melody's birthday. Happy birthday, Melody. Yeah, isn't that swing pretty cool? There's one on the other side too, but it's wet. We're not going to sit on that. You'd have to come right after the dew raises. But this, I imagine they get a lot of fish in here, a lot of little fish. Those fishermen that we just passed were catching yellow belly perch, is what they're targeting. That's what was in the bucket. It's a really sweet fish, sweet tasting fish. Yellow-bellied perch. This part of the park is called the Kanzler. Is that how you pronounce it? The Kanzler Memorial Arboretum, a project of the Bay City Garden Club. So we're going to see some nice gardens in here. This is where my mother walks her little dog. It's fall time, so we're not going to see flowers, but we'll see plants. Here's our other swing. Let's see if that one's dry enough to sit on. Come with me, Tobe. It's still pretty damp. We'll sit. We'll wipe it and sit. Come here, Bubba. This one's in memory of Connie Groya. Perfect wife, mother, sister, and friend. We'll give it a wipe. Maybe we won't get a cold, wet butt. There we go. Whee! Come on. Did Wolfenstein, was that his name? Wolfenstein, did you say where you are? You're planning your Christmas gift for him? Let's see. Oh, you're in Chicago. Celebrating your birthday. That's Melody. Today watching this dog walk. Well, we appreciate you. Where's Wolfenstein located? Chicago's just on the other side of the lake. We're neighbors. We're on the east side of Michigan. Like 100 miles north of Detroit. Come on out of there. You never know what this kid's getting into. He's over there chewing on something he found in the bush. Come on. Chewing on some grass. I just don't want him to surprise a skunk while we're over here. The tall building in the background there is City Hall. We've walked by there. Last few live streams, I think we passed close by there on that side of the river. How's your day, Wonga lady? Yeah, we're sitting on the swing now, Melody. Check it out. Even with that busy road over there, it's real peaceful here. Whee! Goga, remind us who's your guest this Sunday service. I'm sure everybody here will be there. Come on, let's go. I am sure everybody here will be there. Yes, Melody, Toby is a border collie. He is 3 years old. He just turned 3 2 Mondays ago. Here's another piece of art. Let's see, that's not here. It looks like Amsterdam or something, doesn't it? The canals in Venice, maybe. The locks of Bermuda Weird. I don't know where that's at. I'm sure I didn't even pronounce it correctly. Now this is something new. I wonder what this is. Dr. Stella says, happy belated birthday, Tobe. Hey, say thank you. This is something new right here. A new feature in this park. Wow. I wonder what this is. I wonder if those are going to be benches That's just a sitting area. Come, Tobe. Let's get a good look at this. Maybe the folks can guess what it is. It looks like just seating area and a viewing area to view the river, perhaps. Something different. There's always something different going on here. Here we still got some flowers blooming. I don't know what any of them are. I surely couldn't tell you. This is a nice little park here. You can't, when the trees are full of leaves, a lot of the leaves have dropped already. But when everything's green and full, you can't see through the park at all. But the plantings are really nice. They're usually full of lots and lots of flowers and plants. All the gardens are sponsored by different clubs. Look at that. Do you know what that is? First one to guess that gets a good job. Anybody? Anybody? Anybody got a guess? Does anybody have a guess what that is? Think about what I tell you, what was going on in this area back in the late 1800s and early 1900s to mid 1900s. They were building ships here. Remember? Toby, come out of there. Look at that boy in the flowers. Come here. Anyone? That is a tiller from a ship, the steering tiller. Look how big it is. Pretty crazy. I imagine they had bigger ones. They built World War II ships here too. World War I. What do you call them? Like destroyers and battleships and stuff. They built that right here where we're standing, where we are standing. Oh, there's some pretty pink flowers. What are those? Looks like the bicycle riders are turning this into a BMX park also. Look at the trails. Oh, those are roses. Out of season flowers. Yeah, it looks like somebody's been riding a motorcycle or something through here. That's what that looks like. This here, like I said earlier, this is where they launched a lot of the ships, all the ships for this factory. I'll try coming to fish here one of these days when the perch are in good. I imagine the perch would swim up here to lay eggs. Anna says she can't even guess. really nice park. Like I was saying, this was all factory land before, so all the berms and all the trees you see, these were all planted. The berms were built up. That's the on the other side of the trees, there's the city community center, the county community center, and there's a swimming pool. The community center swimming pool right over there. We came down a few times when I was a teenager. I don't think my kids ever came down here. Maybe when they were little. That house in the background there, that white house, maybe we'll walk past that. But that's the first stick built home in the county. That's like 1830s or something. The first lumber built that wasn't a log cabin. Uh-oh. Toby's doing his thing again. We done walked far enough for him to have to go to the bathroom again. We're running out of bags too. Hold still, Toby. I'm trying to think. It may be called Bradley, the Bradley house, the Bradley home. I can't remember the name of it. But I actually worked a volunteer day in there when I was a teenager. You see, look at that. It's purple bag time. I worked one day there as a volunteer when I was a teenager. They had just moved it from whatever farm it was on. It was on a farm. And they had just moved it there. And they were doing remodeling inside, and I volunteered through the 4-H club that I belonged to as a kid. And we came one day and worked inside, knocking plaster off the walls. It was cold. I remember it well. It was bitter cold, and I didn't know that it wasn't going to be heated. And I showed up with just a regular coat on and blue jeans, and it was in the dead of winter, and there was no heat in the building, and we were there for like 6 or 7 hours. Oh my goodness. I remember freezing. Look at this little spot in the middle of the garden area. It's a little hill, and they got all kinds of plaques. In loving memory. If love could have saved you, you would have lived forever. All kinds of little memorials. Gone but not forgotten. Flowers and laughter make me think of you. Me and Charlie Dog would come when we did our around the town walk once a month, the 8-mile bridge crossings and all that stuff. We would stop right here and sit and relax for a little bit. This was one of our spots. Charlie boy, he was half border collie and half Aussie Shepherd. A high-flying frisbee dog. He could jump. Hey, John Peterson. How's it going? Thanks for coming by. Yeah, we're having a great morning. Thanks. Thank you. I hope you're having a good day, too. It's beautiful here. We're probably up to 50 degrees at least. But, yeah, old Charlie boy, he was a high-flying frisbee dog, I tell ya. He was super smart. I say he's smarter than Toby, but Toby's a lot younger. Hello. Toby's a little younger at this point. No, yeah, Charlie Dog was 4 years old when we got hit, but he was a lot smarter than Toby, I think, at this point. Maybe it was the Aussie Shepherd in him. They say Border Collies are the smartest. But that dog loved frisbees and balls. Oh my God. No matter where you threw he would fetch like my Pekingese did. My Pekingese Melody. Excuse me. No matter where you threw it or how far or how high, he was on it. And he could jump through the air. He'd get his whole body like at least 4 feet off the ground, just flying through the air like Michael Jordan, snatching frisbees. And he always brought them right back to your hand. He didn't drop them in front of you or anything. He loved the frisbee. Come on, Toby, let's keep moving. We got to find a trash can for this. Yesterday, Toby got the zoomies for a little while. He was zipping and zipping. Let's see. They shut off the whole... No, I think we can get around still. Did they shut off the whole river? The whole walk? It continues on. Yeah, I think we can get around. Isn't this a peaceful spot? Isn't this a peaceful place? It's really neat here. Whoa. Come on, boy. Endu, how's it going? Thanks for coming by. Thanks for coming by. We're on our morning walk. It's Sunday morning, almost 9:30 a.m. We're just cruising along. We're on the west side of town this time. Normally we walk on the east side of the river, but today we're walking the west side. Come on. Oh, it's the Trombley House. Now I remember the name of it. This was the first house built in our county. That was not a log cabin. We'll go up here and check the date. They have every year. They have a Civil War reenactment here, and they have an Indian village and a fur trapper village. They have a big celebration. Reenactment. People come from all over. Groups of people come from all over. They have whole military companies come. You know what I mean? Where everybody's wearing the same uniform and same badges and everything. That's it there, the Trombley House. I was in it one time 43 years ago. 43 years ago I was in there. I'm old. There's the community center, swimming pool, and they got basketball courts in there. We'll check out the yard of the house. This is the front. The Trombley House Center. Let's read the plaque. Trombley House, the Trombley Center House Herb Garden was, this is the garden, was established in 1992. Let's see. I was looking for the plaque for the house. Oh, I see it. Come on, Tobe. I believe it's out this house. This is it here. Come here, Toby. Nope. Huh. They don't have nothing anywhere telling you about the house. Goofballs. Come on, Bubba. This isn't the original spot where it stood. It stood, I believe it was on the east side of the river. These were actually two different towns in the 1800s, mid-1800s. Originally, it was the town was called Lower Saginaw. There was all kinds of manufacturing here. These are just open fields now. But there were all kinds of factories along this river. Lumber yards, lumber mills. We've been walking in one direction, south. Oh, there's a squirrel in the tree right here. Oops, Toby almost got me here. Come here. I can't work this thumb thing. You got to have a quick thumb. So we've been headed in one direction, south. We still got to go north back to the car. And that's about an hour away. We're almost to the end of this area. And then we'll head back. This is you could actually walk a circle around town on these trails. There's another old house there. That's another old early Bay County house. Come here. Right there. But it's not stick built, it's log built. See there? I don't know the name of that one. Let me look at these chats here for a second. Cloud Dizzle says he loves reading about the American Civil War. Fascinating period of history. Yes, it was. Crazy how people fight tooth and nail over. They'll fight brother and brother, father against son, over what they believe in, what they think they believe in, what they've been told. Let's put it that way, what they've been told. Stay. Now, they don't let motorcycles on the trail, but it's okay to ride something that goes 40 miles an hour on the trail. Oh, here's another piece of art. I don't know what that is either. Fish in the Garden, it's called. That's a cool tree too. Mom lives up there up on the hill in that big yellow building. That red building right there used to be a brewery way back in the day, late 1800s, early 1900s. The building's still here. They just use it for storage now. I guess there was multiple breweries in this town back in the day, brewing beer. Yeah, it looks good here. This is a nice looking area. They take care of the grounds. This is our tax dollars here taking care of stuff. we get taxed to death. But this is some of the good stuff that we get out of our tax money. So this would all be city-owned property along the river here. Wow, I wish I was in, what do they call it, horizontal. We'll get that, all that tree in there. That's a cool tree. A weeping willow, is that what that is? There's more here. Those trees there, you're not allowed to plant them in the city. But look, they got them along the river. You're not allowed to plant them in the city because I guess the roots don't go very deep and they blow over. I'm walking along the sidewalk. You guys are watching me and Toby walk. But Toby's off in a different world doing his own thing. Look at that. He's doing totally his own thing, except for I'm steering him with the leash. My village. Come on, Toby. We'll walk out onto the pier. Whoa, whoa. You almost got that one. That was a slow-moving squirrel. My thumb isn't fast enough. Whoa, whoa, there goes another one. Come on, Toby, leave it. Leave it. Leave it, wild animal. Ooh. Come on, wild boy. We'll take a walk out onto the... We'll take a long walk on the short pier here. I'm not sure how long this pier's been here. I know it wasn't here when I was a kid. They built it once I was grown. But there's a nice little part of the river walk there. That's a walkway over the river. You can actually see it over water there. There's people on it, and it goes to those trees you see in the direct center of the picture. That's the island called the Middle Grounds, and the walkway crosses the water and goes onto the island. I've never fished off of this. I've seen people fishing off of it. But me personally, I never have. You'd have to have a long net. One of those nets on a rope where you drop the rope down, you drop it down into the water. It's a circle net, and then you get your fish in the middle of it and then pull it up, pull the rope up. Am I moving the camera too much? This is neat. Look, they got all kinds of little places to sit. It's lit up all night long. I don't know if there's a curfew. Come on, buddy. I can't see the screen at all. The sun's so bright. I got my shades on, but it's so bright out. Toby, get out of the bird poop. I stopped for a second and he right away went to rolling, huh? That bird poop must smell like perfume. Look how calm the water is. Isn't it something? Sometimes it's super choppy, all stirred up. Today it's calm. There's no tables or benches out here on the end. I imagine they don't put them out here because they don't want the teenagers congregating. Let's back up a second. We failed to show the people the building. Pretty neat. Nice architecture. It says this gazebo contributed by Morgan Ramsey Jr. Wow. That guy contributed a lot. There's more artwork out here. Good morning, Bleezy. Yes, it's been a great weekend. Weather-wise. We're looking south. That's where the bridge is getting reconstructed. The southernmost bridge in town. And in front of those condos there, we do a lot of walking and live streaming. We've got some videos there too along the park on that side right there. And you always see us over there. That side's got a lot more development as far as new development, where this side used to be factories and now there's nothing. Nothing but park and homes. Get back. There's a bird on top of the channel marker. There's a lot of them over here. They're looking for fish to eat. There's a fellow walking. There's some people walking way over there. And one of them just sneezed, and you could hear it all the way here. From way over there, that guy there. That park's really beautiful there, too. On the end of the middle grounds there. That's a really nice park. They got some big trees. It's been a park for a long time. You can only get to it from one side of the river right now because they got the bridge closed. Come on, Tobe. We gotta start heading back towards the car. We're an hour away. Doesn't seem like we walked that far. Here comes a family coming out on the pier. Come on. Come on. Hi. Yes, it's a beautiful morning. It is 9:42 a.m. There we go. Had to get it past all the people. A bunch of little kids. Not a bunch, but a couple. Now we'll pick up the pace a little bit and head back towards the car. I just had the thought that maybe we'd see Mom out here walking her dog, but I don't see her. I've had an eye out for her. I didn't call her ahead of time because I didn't want her out here waiting for us in the cold. No telling how long it would have took us to get down here. Whoa. Come here. Come here. Come on, boy. That dog is strong. He weighs about 55 pounds, between 55 and 60 pounds. But he's strong as heck. Hey, Zizi. How's it going? Hey, Sandra. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, Cloud Dizzle. It's a wonderful, wonderful morning. That there used to be called Bay City Brewery, I think, is what if I remember right. That's from the 1800s. They had several breweries here in town, from what I understand. There's a plaque up here. Maybe it describes it. No, it's artwork. Somebody's kitty on a fence post. Come here to me. I thought there was a plaque here for that talked about the brewery. Must be mistaken. Hey, Wamuyo, you got number 2 crown. Look at that. I appreciate everybody for coming and sticking around, watching us walk little Toby. I always like the willow trees. They look so cool, especially when the wind's blowing. If we were down south, it'd be covered in Spanish moss. Looking spooky. Oh, ZZ, you're from Sweden? Cool. With 3:45 p.m. in Sweden. It is 9:47 a.m. 9:45. This camera doesn't have the zoom like some cameras do. I like that. The commercials I've seen for the Samsung 5000X or whatever it is. It's got great zoom on it. This is iPhone. I think it makes a pretty decent picture. But the zoom could be stronger. Come on, Bubba. This guy's always ready to go. He can be laying there for hours. Like laying around the house or underneath the desk or something. And the minute you tell him let's go, he's up and ready to get it. You can hear the pile driver. They're driving pilings in for the new bridge that they're building. Can you hear that boom, boom, boom? At least it has a rhythm. That's pretty loud. Can you imagine living close to that and having to hear that all day? That would suck. I can hear it from my house, but it's muffled by all the stuff in between. We stopped. There was a dog walking by. It didn't look like it was very much under control, so we walked over here by the water to wait for it to pass. Hold on, Tobe. There we go. ZZ says lots of the Zooms are nowadays are fake. Huh. I never even thought of that it would be AI. Yeah, Sandra. Sandra says there's so much history in this town. Yeah, it was there were Indian villages here before the white folks came, and this place has been settled for probably hundreds of years. Hundreds of years the Indians were here on both sides of the river. And then I think the whites first came in the 1700s, the French traders and trappers. And then I think our county, the first white folks to move into the county, to settle the county and make farms, was the 1830s here. I could be wrong, I usually am, but I believe that's how it goes. That's how the story goes. Isn't that a nice little coastline scene there with the logs? Sometimes you'll see logs that they'll come up. The bottom of the river is covered in logs from the logging days from the 1800s, and every once in a while there'll be a stub end will come up, or a whole log will come up, and it'll have brands on the ends of the logs from back then. They'll be really old, waterlogged. Oh, there's some ducks sitting on a Hey, sit down a minute and let me zoom in. Let's see if we can get these guys without too much shaking. It's a male and a female. You can see the male on the left with his fancy colors, and the female looking all plain in the brown. I guess in their world, it's the men that have to compete for the women, so they got to look all fancy. They got to get all pimped up. Whoops. There we go. ZZ says it's AI. We tried to zoom into a text document from a couple of meters away, and AI made up weird words. Haha. They made shit up. Whoops. We've lost them. I lost them. Look at that nature in the middle of the town. Yeah, the males are the colored, or the brightly colored ducks, and the females are the plain colored ducks. I don't know if you probably can't see colors right now because of the sunshine. They're just going to work their way along. There's a lot of birds that stay local that don't actually fly south for the winter. Local ducks. The locals. Yeah, that's a nice little shoreline scene. I like that. I imagine that'd be some good firewood. Sandra says the true tell is the curl of the tail. Which one? How do you tell the difference? Does one curl up and one curl down, or sit straight? Are you enjoying yourself, Toby Dog? Helen's got the number 2 crown. There's no battle. No battle today. Scratchy, scratchy. We're out here collecting fleas and ticks. Toby, for this time of the year, I've got a flea collar on them, and the flea drops. And every couple of days, I give them one of those pills the last week and a half that kills the fleas. They only work for 24 hours, the pills, but the fleas have been crazy this year. I've never had a problem with them before. And last few weeks, I've had to bathe Toby extra, flea baths. They won't leave him alone this year. Come to find out that the flea stuff that we've been using for the last couple of years, the groomer lady told us that this year the fleas seem to be immune to it. That particular brand. I believe it's called Frontline. So we've switched up. But in the meantime, we had to deal with getting fleas off of him. Oh, there's a rabbit in there. Squirrel. You see it, Tobe? You see a little bushy tail moving around. Toby loves him some squirrels. Thanks, Nate. I appreciate you being here. It's a beautiful day. Man, it's beautiful. All they need is like a hot dog cart out here so a guy could get something to eat. And a dog. Toby might have had 2 or 3 hot dogs in his life. And it only come from on dog show days. The junior handler that handled him in the beginning at the dog shows, she used hot dogs for his treat. But I've never given him one. I've never given him a piece of bologna or nothing like that. Nothing. I don't give him anything that I know's got salt in it. He doesn't get any table scraps. I take that back. Sometimes, if I cooked a steak and I didn't put salt on it, you know, if I just seasoned it with pepper and garlic and all that, onion, then I'll give him the fat off it. But I don't give him nothing with salt. And the vegetables that he eats every day, he eats canned vegetables with his meals every day. I buy the no salt added ones. Green beans and carrots, and I add that to his kibble mix. Nate says this traveler is here till the end. Awesome. I sure appreciate it. Woo, look out, Tobe. The gardens are all done for the year. Can you hear the bells? That's City Hall. I think I hear two different. Oh, I thought I was hearing two different bells, but there's a car alarm going off on the other side of the river also. I thought we were hearing the church bells also, besides the City Hall bells. Come on, Toby. Up, up. Toby's gonna... I think there's some loose dogs over here. I'm not sure. We'll keep our eyes peeled. Come on. Up, up. Up. Come on. Up. We made it back to the steering udder. My toes are getting a little damp from the wet grass. I almost put my boots on this morning. I've got mesh shoes. They dry pretty quick anyway. I believe these are some kind of cherry trees. Oh, there it is right there. Yeah, those are cherries, aren't they? Yeah. Okay, let's go. Buy shoes with Gore-Tex, yeah. These are just summer walking shoes. Yes, Anastasia, cherries. These trees are full of them. There's some kind of, they're not edible ones. They must be some kind of ornamental cherry. Looks like there's some activity on the ball diamond over here. Maybe a softball team's got games today. Maybe they got practice. I've come down before and watched with friends, watched softball, watching friends play softball. After high school, I never got on any sports teams. Let's see, we don't want to walk through the grass because of the wet feet situation. We'll stay on the pathway. How's it going, Helen? How are the baby girls? How are baby girls today? Wow, puppy. Wow, it's a gorgeous day. I believe it's supposed to get up to upper 60s. It's not going to hit 70, but it's still beautiful out. Oh, I don't know how to pronounce the name of that garden, ZZ. Is Sweden a nice place? I'm gonna play dumb because I don't know anything about Sweden other than lots of forests, lots of snow. When my senior year in high school, there was we had a couple of exchange students from Sweden, a guy and a girl. The fellow's name was Johan. I don't remember his last name, and I don't remember the girl's name. Johan looked like Billy Idol back then, back in the 80s. The girl's name was Mullen. She was, they were really super smart, really good kids. My older sister, for years had exchange students, had opened her house to exchange students. And she had 4 or 5 of them. I don't remember, but they were all in high school. Same time her kids were in high school. One of them even came for her funeral when she died a couple years ago. The kid from Brazil. I believe he would be about 40 now, but he flew in to make her funeral when she died. She had, I think 2 kids from Japan and 2 or 3 kids from Brazil. And you know, the kids that come on on exchange programs, they're not poor kids. They come from money because it costs money to have your kid off on an exchange program. They were really good kids. Zizi says it's a very nice area. Looks like a bit like Diergarten, a royal park in Stockholm. Haha, Johan and Mullen, classic Swedish names. Yeah, isn't it? I figured. I don't know their last names. I did it at one time, 50 years ago. Those were the only exchange kids I ever remember. I don't remember any others in school. We can walk out this sidewalk here. That way we could see what they're doing on the baseball diamonds and we won't get wet. We won't get wet feet. Let's check our battery situation. We're at 27%, so we're still doing good. We started out with a full battery. It went down pretty quick, huh? Come on, Toby. I don't know what these are. Obelisks with little kids' handprints on them. Must be from a school, maybe. Here we got some softball going on. One side's got matching shirts on, so it must be a game, an actual game for the softball leagues. They got all kinds of leagues here. The county sponsors leagues, and they all the teams pay. The teams pay entry fees. Each player has to pay a player fee, and that's how they pay for the lights, and they keep the fields. Come on, lay down. They pay for the lights in the fields and pay the umpires. The umpires get paid. Through the years, I had a couple of friends that were umpires out here. That's how they supplemented their money, their income. Let's see if we can see close enough. Swing. Here comes the ball. Oh, it was in the infield. Right there's the batter. Another ball. They'll have multiple games going on here at the same time. I believe there's four baseball fields right there, and 2 or 3 behind me. The 2 behind me are baseball diamonds, and the 4 in front of us are softball. Come on, Tobe. The fence is here. That's the center field fence here is 310 on this field. Let's see if we can see a sign on the other field. Oh, look. The guy in the outfield coming to the fence. Yay. Oh, he dropped it. Haha. It was right in his glove. When I was a high school kid, this is where we played baseball. On that field right there, that was where we had our home games. We practiced over at the other ball diamond that we walked to, the other Hewitt Park. This was where our home games were. Let's see if we get another batter in. Oops. Oh, he got a walk. It's men and women playing together. The next batter up is a woman. Oh no, she's taking a walk. Let's see. She was up to bat. I get it. Here comes the next batter. Didn't swing. Let's see if we can get steady. See if I can steady the camera. Jeez. There we go. Let's see if he hits the ball. Wham. Oh, and the outfielder missed it. Outfielder missed it. 2 runs scored. Huh. Huh, look at that. Does anybody need a shoe? Anybody lose their shoe? Anybody? Anybody? Oh, look at that. The guy that dropped it earlier just caught a... Wow, what a catch. He made a diving catch to end the inning. Look at that. That was the fellow that dropped one about 4 or 5 minutes ago. Hit him right in the glove. Come on off of there. Oh, there's another game going over here. It looks like those are women. Maybe they're having practice. Come on, Toby. This was the Field of Dreams back in 1982. I remember it well. I remember it well. Isn't that funny how you can remember stuff from so long ago? Like it was yesterday? Huh. And when you're gone, poof, nobody has that memory anymore. That's like the family photo albums. When I was a little kid, Mom had photo albums and shoe boxes full of photos. And my sister and I, we were always going through them. All the time asking Mom, hey, who's this? Who's that? Who's this? Who's that? Looking at all the old photos. And you know, when people die, a lot of times their photos don't get handed down. You know, my friend Don that does, he used to have a thrift store. He does clean outs for estate sales. When the people have estate sales, he goes in after everything's that's going to get sold, been sold, and he buys all what's left over. But he always ends up with boxes of photos, lost memories. I've got a little box of photos that I kept, that I've had since I was a little kid. Photos that I took myself, and school photos of friends and things like that. And my kids have never seen those photos. And I know once I pass, they're not going to know what those photos are, or who they are, or what significance they played. Who, lost memories. I'm sure they'll just get chucked. But they were my treasures until, from when I obtained them till the day I die, they'll be my treasure. When you die, your treasure becomes somebody else's junk. Isn't that funny? We're underneath the bridge, so we're probably going to lose connection. This here is how steep the bridge was way back when. This is when we'd slide on the snow. I've got pictures on the front page of the newspaper and sliding down this hill. Me and some friends from high school, we must have been about 16. And one day we decided we were going to go sledding. And somebody had a big toboggan, so most of us could fit on it. And the rest of us, we brought our sleds, and we were sledding down the hill, having a good time. And it was the day a reporter from the local newspaper, the Bay City Times, was there. And he took a bunch of pictures of us that ended up in the newspaper. This is the Vietnam Veterans Memorial. Come here, Tobe. Let's wait for this car to go by. Okay, come on. Look at this. Yeah, boy. American muscle car. Did you see that aside? There's a lot of those in this town. There is a lot of muscle cars. This is a Chevy town. There's a Chevy auto plant here. And there used to be lots of car part suppliers. And it's a big car town. We have classic car shows. Huh, that's content, isn't it? We'll have to they have a couple classic car shows here in at least in every neighborhood. There's a couple of those super souped up cars like that packed away in the garages. There's one the next block over for me. Maybe someday that guy will let us go in there and take a look at it. It's a Nova, like 1970, 1972, something like that. All souped up. Hot rods. Well, folks, we're nearing the end of our walk here. I'm probably a quarter mile from the car. We made a big circle on this side of the river, down along the riverbank. We walked from one end of the park to the other. What did you think of this one? You like this side of the river more, or do you like the east side? West side or east side? West side or east side? The east side is where you normally see us. The The west side today and the other day when we were on the rail trail. When we're on the rail trail and Toby's loose, that's on the west side rail trail. That's way out in the country. Come here. Come here. Come here. Are we home? No, home's a couple miles away. Cloud Dizzle says, great walk. I didn't even get a stitch. That's funny. We got wet toes though. Did you get wet toes? Or did you stay on the sidewalk? Anastasia says every side is a beautiful place to be. Yeah. Every side of the river has its nice parts. That's that first house we looked at when we first got into the park. There was a local rich guy, developer. His name was Art Dorr. He's been dead a while, but that's where he lived. And hey, you guys will probably any of the men might know what he was famous for. Also, he's a local business guy. He had construction and demolition companies, but he had a company that did worldwide stuff also, and it was called the Tough Man Contest. It was boxing for untrained people, and they went from town to town, and you signed up, and if you won money. And that went on in the 1980s, I believe it was. I don't know if it went on into the 1990s. That's where that celebrity fighter, I don't think he fights anymore, but his name was Butterbean. That's where he started, I believe, was in the Tough Man Contest. Big money. Big money. It always surprised me that he lived in this smaller house here. You always expect people with money like that to be living in big mansions. Can you hear the Canada geese? Those are the guys there that their poo smells like perfume to Toby. He's always rolling in their stuff. Goofy dog. I've never seen Toby try to chase them. Like they're just 30, 40 yards away. He's not making any step towards them. Cloud Dizzle says he knows about Butterbean because he saw him beat up Johnny Knoxville in Jackass. Yeah, that's the guy. Butterbean. We didn't leave the car here in the park. We parked just outside the park. That there's a ice cream. That place will be packed. You'll see 50, 60 people around that place in the summertime when it's hot out. Everybody wants their ice cream. This is across here is another old area of town. Come on, Toby, let's go get a donut before we leave. We'll take the people to the donut shop. We'll get a donut, and then we'll say goodbye. He's zeroed in. I can't even pull him away. Okay, come on. Come on, little buddy. We're going to stop at the car. We're going to go stop at the bakery. We'll walk up to the bakery, grab a donut before we leave. But I want to grab, there's a hook in the back of the car I want to grab. Because I won't be able to take Toby into the bakery. But I'll be able to hook him outside. Come on, little guy. Come on, you've sniffed enough trees. Wolfenstein was counting how many times you were peeing on the trees. Okay, two things. We're gonna grab this little hook out of the back. Wait, don't climb up there, don't get in there. I'm gonna put you down a second, folks. I gotta take this jacket off, holy cow. There we go. And we're gonna grab our little clip. That's just to clip Toby's leash to a pole. Helen says, Anastasia, come here. And Anastasia says, I am here. This is on the other side of that, it's a restaurant bar. They serve fancy steaks and all good stuff. Come, Bubba. You can see the cool architecture. These buildings are from late 1800s also. This is the old part of the West Side business district. Come on, Tobe. Right there, provisioning center. That's a nice word for a pot shop. Business district. It's full of bars and restaurants. It's the party street in town. Come on, Tobe. Let's find a place to tie you up. Excuse me. I'm gonna hook him to this pole here so we can. I can't take him in the bakery with me. You stay right here, Toby. There, we'll leave Toby tied up right there while we go inside. We'll wait a minute though, because some people just went in ahead of us. I don't want to have to wait too long to get my donut while my dog's outside. Oh, what's going on, Anastasia and Helen? What happened? Nothing. YT is not fair. Uh-oh. YT is never fair, seems like. This is old 1800s architecture. All these buildings are really cool looking on the outside. I don't know what they look like on the insides. It's been years since I've been in any of them. Other than this bakery here. The Botanist. That's marijuana store. All these buildings are getting refurbished, it looks like. Most of them anyway. You can see the brickwork's getting touched up. We'll head inside in a minute. We'll wait for somebody else to leave first so that we know we can get waited on. No, Toby, no zoomies for him right now. Thank goodness. We got him tied up out here too, so we can go in here and get a donut. We'll wait till it's not so busy. I don't want to leave him alone for very long. I don't want nobody to come up and mess with him, you know what I mean? There's quite a line. Toby's such a good boy. Look at him worried. Oh, there's a demolition car. Wow, they're really taking forever in there. Let me go and take a look. Hello.
428, please.
Let me get one of the twists.
Cinnamon or glaze?
The cinnamon.
What did you say?
A twist?
One twist. That's it.
$1.99. I see you taking pictures out front?
Yeah, my dog. We're outward YouTubing. I thought we'd come in and I'd show the people all the good donuts. Thanks.
Yep.
Have a good one.
You too.
Thanks. We got our donut. We got our donut. Now we got to get our dog. There we go. Untangle. Let's get untangled. Okay. Save some for you guys. You can have the rest. I really shouldn't be eating any donuts at all anyway. Okay, come on, Tobe. It's not a real fancy bakery, but they got plenty of donuts. Toby thinks he's going to get one. He keeps stopping now. Look at that kid. No, you're not getting no donut, little buddy. That'd be very bad for you. Oh yeah, I paid already. That was quick. $1.99 for a donut. US. $1.99. Did you see what I got though? I got a cinnamon twist. We'll go down here and sit on the car. and you guys can watch a guy enjoy his cinnamon twist. I would sit on the tailgate, but well, maybe I still can. I never emptied my car out from the last dog show. I took all the bags and the important stuff out, but I left the big heavy things. So the dog can't climb in there from the back to the front right now. When he goes in the side door. Hold on, Tobes. All kinds of stuff in here still. That's the pad for his dog crate, his grooming table, and my chair. Let me get him situated. And get us situated. There we go. Step one. See if we can get to step two. Step two. Step three. Turn this camera around. There we are. Let's see if we can get in here. Come here, Toby Dog. Come here, say hi to the people. Be cool, little buddy. Let me get your bowl. Don't knock over the camera. There we go. We'll get Toby something to drink. There you go. Get him connected to the car. So we don't have to hang on to him and we're all set. Come over here. Bam. No, you don't get in that, Bubba. You gotta back up. That is the cinnamon twist. We'll eat a little piece of it. So did you guys enjoy today's walk? I did. I think Toby did. I like going out on that pier. We'll have to get the right kind of net to fish from there and try fishing from there one of these days. Maybe when the walleye come in, when it's walleye season, when they come up the river to spawn, that would be a good time to test that out. Toby, you're a good boy today, as always. You did have a couple times, a couple of moments, but we survived them. Donut for breakfast here. Toby didn't even touch his water. Come on. Oh, yeah, he did. He finished it. You want some more? No soda. Here, let's see if we can get you a piece. There it is. Have a bite of that. Num, 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 num. All that sugar. We'll nibble on that all day. That's a lot of sugar all at once. Sugar and grease. You know those donuts aren't that healthy. A cup of tea would go good with that, eh, Cloud Dizzle? I was thinking about caramel macchiato, but then that's way too much sugar. There we go. Yeah, num, num, num. It was a tasty donut. There's still some left. Maybe we'll share it with you later. Well, folks, thank you for coming by. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for coming for our walk. I was glad to have you. And we'll do it again tomorrow. Hopefully. God willing, and the creek don't rise. Everybody have a great day. Thanks, Cloud Dizzle. I appreciate that. Thanks for coming by, Cloud, Anastasia, Assad, Helen, Wamuyu, Wakesho. Didn't we see Wakesho Auto in here too earlier? And we saw Goga earlier. Dr. Stella. And the tech, Nate. Thank you everybody for coming by. And like I said, we'll see you next time. Look at that boy, he's all tuckered out already. There's one game over. Can we get some more game overs and we'll be out of here? I'll throw the dog in the truck and we'll be on our way. I'll go get some breakfast. That bite of donut didn't do it. Thanks, folks. We'll see you next time. Bye.